Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad HAZIM bin Muhammad RAJALI. We are from MAC2202E. Today I want to introduce about SME Corporation in Malaysia. First of all, what is SME Corporation? SME Corporation is the main agency under the Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development. Its key role is to coordinate the development program for a small and medium enterprise or SMEs across various ministries and agencies in Malaysia. Besides that, SME Corporation also functions as a central point for research and data related to SMEs. It helps the government and business by sharing accurate information and statistics. In addition, SME Corporation offers business advisory services to support SME in improving their operation and achieving growth. Now, let's look at the definition of SME. In Malaysia, an SME is defined as a business that has a specific range of sales turnover and number of full-time employees. This classification helps identify which business qualify for SME-related support and incentive. So, in summary, SME Corporation plays a vital role in guiding, supporting, and growing the SME sectors in Malaysia.
SMEs are generally classified into three categories: micro, small, and medium, as shown in the pyramid diagram. In the manufacturing sector, a micro enterprise has a sales turnover of less than 300,000. or employs fewer than 5 people. A small enterprise has a sales turnover between 300,000 and 15 million, or employs between 5 and 75 workers. Meanwhile, a medium enterprise earns between 15 million and 50 million in sales turnover, or has between 75 and 200 employees. In the service and other sectors, a micro enterprise has the same threshold sales of less than 300,000 or fewer than 5 employees. A small enterprise has a sales between 300,000 and 3 million or between 5 and 30 employees. Lastly, a medium enterprise in this sector earns between 3 million and 20 million or employs 30 to 75 people. This classification helps the government and agencies the SME Corp Malaysia in providing the right support and resources to different business sizes. Now let's look at two important characteristics of SMEs, which is organizational structure and resources. SMEs are usually owner-managed, meaning the business is run by the founders or owners themselves who make most of the decisions. The structure is often flat and informal, where employees take on multiple roles due to limited resources. When it comes to resources and manpower, SMEs often struggle to secure enough financing and external support. They usually operate with small teams, so employees are required to multitask across various roles like finance, marketing, and admin. Because of these limitations, SMEs may find it harder to grow or scale their operation compared to larger companies. This highlights the need for targeted support and resources to help them succeed.
Today, I will sharing about the role of small and medium enterprise in Malaysia. First point is significant contribution to gross domestic product and economy. Firstly, SME make a significant contribution to the national economy. In 2023, SME contribute 39.1% to Malaysia gross domestic product, up from 38.6% in 2022. This amount to a total contribution of 613.1 billion ringgit. This shows how important SME are to Malaysian economic growth. Point number 2 is employment generation. SME also play a key role in job creation, especially for the lower and middle income groups. They also serve as training grounds for skills development and workforce upgrading, which are essential for long-term economic sustainability. Point number 3 is development of local industry. In addition, SME help develop local industries such as manufacturing, agriculture, tourism, and service. This reduces depends on imports by producing and supplying local goods and service. And last point is contribution to export. Lastly, SME contribute to Malaysian export performance. In 2023, around 12.2% of all export come from SME, with a total value of 152.2 billion ringgit.
There are many reasons to lead of difficulty for securing bank credit. One of the major reasons for difficulty in securing bank credit is insufficient collateral. Based on online library.willy.com, the journal stated that the collateral acts as a form of security for the bank, ensuring that if the borrower fails to repay the loan, the bank can recover its fund by seizing the pledged asset. When a borrower does not have enough collateral or the value of the asset is too low, the bank predicts the loan as a high risk. Scarce of security reduces the lender's trust in the borrower's ability to repay the loan, making them inconfident to approve the credit. As the result, borrowers with insufficient collateral often face a loan rejection, or they may be offered credit under less favorable terms. Next, unstable or low income. An unstable or low income often serves a major barrier to securing bank credit because it directly related to a lender's confidence in a borrower's financial reliability. According to the page.borrowing.com, the article showed that the income of business play a huge role in whether or not to get a bank loan approval. The article also highlights that if the business experiences the lack of consistent income, the financial application likely to be rejected as the business was not convinced the bank. From a bank perspective, consistent income acts as a form of financial insurance. The predictable cash flow that signals a borrower's capacity to meet a repayment obligation. Other than that, unstable economic conditions during times of economic instability such as inflation, political instability, banks become more cautious for lending their bank credit. They expect potential increase in loan application because reduced income level, declining business revenue, or rising unemployment. Consequently, banks often tighten their credit policy, risk eligibility criteria, and reduce the availability of funds to minimize the potential losses. Even the borrowers with a good enough credit history may be difficult to gain loans under such conditions as the overall risk environment becomes poor. This economic instability not only affects the financial position of the borrowers but also alter the risk appetite of lenders, making it more difficult for credit to flow smoothly within the economy. Lastly, imperfect documentation fulfillment. Bank credit request needs a complicated application process because of based on the blog.fundingsociety.com.my, SME is a new business and their operation is not having a formal accounting treatment. It will give a tough for the business in provide the transaction and crucial documents related to their sale. In addition, banks require accurate and complete documentation to evaluate income, verify identity, and ensuring legal ownership of collateral. When documents are missing, inaccurate, or inconsistent, it risks doubt about the borrower's ability and willingness to repay the loan. Additionally, banks must comply with the strict regulatory requirements which mandate the verification of specific documentation. Failure to meet these standards not only increase the risk for the bank but also expose it to legal and financial consequences.
In conclusion, small and medium enterprises are a vital part of Malaysia's economic structure. They play a key role in generating employment, boosting local industries, and contributing significantly to the country's GDP and exports. However, many SMEs face major challenges such as limited resources, financial difficulties, unstable income, and documentation issues when applying for bank loans. To ensure their growth and sustainability, continuous support from government agencies, financial institutions, and the private sector is essential. With the right assistance, SMEs have the potential to thrive, innovate, and compete in both domestic and international markets.